What's up, my YouTube family? It's your boy Lucky checking in, and welcome to episode 12 of Coffee with Lucky. All right, guys, today I have my girl Andria here with me on the call. We're going to talk about a topic that's really close to my heart, but before we go there, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey everyone, my name is Andria Schultz. I'm the CEO and founder of Network Smart, which is a company that focuses on helping individuals and corporations find their perfect match of photographers and videographers for their event. And not only do I do that, but I have my own brand. It's called Andria Schultz. And I'm focusing on helping millennials get their foot into the entertainment industry by learning through celebrities, executives, and professionals behind the scenes.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for having me this morning, Lucky.
Of course. And actually, guys, we connected over Skype. I actually never met. We connected over Kyle's group, I believe, right?
No, over Facebook.
It wasn't in Kyle's group?
I don't know. I think, oh yeah, you know what? It was because he had that what was it? Build your confidence
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. So it was like, so Kyle, for everybody watching, Kyle was on episode 9 of Coffee with Lucky, where we talk about building your tribe. If you guys haven't checked that, check it out. I'll link it right up here. And for today's topic, we're going to be talking about. Wait, before we go there, you're working in the Hollywood acting industry, right?
Yes, correct.
And you've been in that for a long time.
Yeah, I've been in it since I was a kid.
And I've been in the modeling industry for a long time as well. And one thing that we talked about off the camera was how crooked it is, if you want, in a way, with the people
Oh,
working in the industry. And
oh yeah, there's a lot of crooked people there.
and so the topic that kind of wanted to cover was, is it worth it to get out of alignment to get to where you want to go, in specifically in that industry, because that's what we both experienced. But is it worth it to get out of alignment to be at that spot, to get that acting job, to get that modeling job? I kind of wanted your
the
take
ans-
on that.
the answer is no. You definitely don't want to be not in alignment with yourself. Like you absolutely want to be in alignment with yourself, mainly because if you're not true to yourself, it's never going to be a good end result for you at the end of the road. Like every single thing that you do in your life prepares you for your future. So if you're going to go into Hollywood thinking, hey, I'm going to sleep with that guy, I'm going to get rich, I'm going to get famous, I'm going to have all the friends in the world, that's the wrong mentality to have, because a lot of these women, or even men too, in the industry that do that, they only come they get their fame, but their fame isn't everlasting because it doesn't come with passion. It doesn't come with real trueness from your, like, the bottom of your heart. And you really need to have that, because if you go into there, like, imagine waking up every single morning feeling like, oh, oh great, like I made it here because I slept with someone. Like that's not really something that you should be doing, like, in life. That doesn't make you feel good. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to make so many people feel guilty. Am I right?
Yeah, exactly. And so I've heard a lot of stories, and we've talked before, we were offered some things as well for
Oh yeah.
some jobs, some money, and actually that destroyed my relationship with money, that whole modeling acting experience, because a lot of people go in it just for the fame and the cash. But
Yeah.
once the time gets hard, money is not enough to drive you through that, right? If you just
Hmm.
do it for the money, you'll quit pretty quickly.
Oh yeah. Well, and the thing is that people there's a lot of people that you think that are your friends, especially like when you're going down this path, that utilize you only for your money. They're not there for you personally. But when you go with it with passion, with drive, and you have real friends that are surrounded by you because they believe in who you are as an individual, that makes you like become more valuable to the world, not just your friends. And I think that's the most important thing that you can take away, like getting into Hollywood, being a passionate person and standing your guard and saying, you know what? No, I'm not going to have anyone else tell me this is how I have to go and make myself into the person that I want to become, because there will be people in the industry. You and I know this, like we talked about this. There's going to
Yeah.
be people that are going to tell you, you know, I can get you a job as a VP, but it's going to cost you some. And of course, people have that mentality that, if they can benefit from someone else, they're going to take full advantage of that too. But there's also really good people out there, good mentors, good friends that you can make too. So you don't have to fall down that path.
Yeah, it's and that's kind of why I wanted to have this interview with you because like I've been through some of this stuff in the industry and I wanted to put that out there for everybody that is in an industry right now. I know I have a lot of modeling and acting people on my Facebook and on my social media platforms. I know a lot of you guys were offered, we went through something similar, and that's how I wanted to make this interview to open your eyes and give you a different perception of people that went through it and I know about it. And that's why I feel it's important to not get out of alignment because I know a lot of people that went out of, and to be honest, I did go out of, and that's why I made my video that came out on Monday. I didn't die so you could live, so I can share my story. But it's not worth it because then you feel guilt, and whatever success that you achieve after, you don't feel like you deserve it because you cheated in order to be there.
Exactly. And there's other ways that you can go about, making it into Hollywood. Because there's a lot of people out there that want to make it into Hollywood, but they go in with the wrong mentality. If you go in saying, I can network smart, I can be the person that I want to be, if I just know how to network with the right people, and also has to come from your heart too, because that's one thing. Like I met Kyle because of the Millennial Entrepreneurship Program that I was part of, and he's good people. Like he's honestly so down to earth and just so real, and you want to make connections like that. And I wouldn't have met you had I not met Kyle, so there's certain people along the path that you're going to meet. It's the same thing when you go into Hollywood or into the modeling industry. You're going to meet people with all different sorts of colors and
Yeah,
personalities, and but you just have to know how to mingle and find the right people.
exactly. I have to, before, I like the cheesy plug-in. That was really good. I got it. But yeah, definitely. I feel like, actually, I kind of, right now, I kind of have a greater appreciation for the work you're doing because me getting in there, like, I had my agents and everything, but I was kind of hard headed and I didn't listen to anybody. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make it on my own. And that's how I fell into, like, um, into that world, basically. I don't know. I had the expression in French, on la gueule du loup, but I fell into it, into a bad place where I didn't know how to get out, and I had nobody to truly help me out. To be like, hey, watch out for this. Again, Angie, if you're watching this, I love you. You did your best. I was just really hard headed. And she was my mother agent. So, but
So she kind of was like a mentor for you, and I
exactly.
think that's the most valuable thing that you can take away is by having a mentor. Like I always tell my friends that want to get into Hollywood, you have to have a mentor. I mean, when I was really young, I was 8 years old, and I remember telling people, I want to be the next CEO of Disney. And people would laugh at me. They'd be like, wait, what? This 8-year-old wants to be the CEO of Disney? Yeah, I wanted to be, but in order for me to get there, and I knew this at a really young age, like I needed someone to guide me, and I got that guidance when I was 10 years old, and I was at church one day, and I ended up meeting this lady that looked super familiar. She was actually on the show Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Her name was Constance Ramos, and I ended up approaching her, and I was like, hey, I'm Andrea, can I have your autograph? And she kind of just looked at me and she's just like, yeah, sure. So she takes the autograph, and while she's doing that, she goes, so anything else? Do you want anything else? I'm like, actually, yeah, I want to be the next CEO of Disney. And she looks at me and she's like, but you're only 10 years old. Why don't you come back to me when you're a little older? So I did. I ended up coming back to her a couple years later, and I told her the same exact thing, what I wanted, what I was passionate about, and she ended up taking me under her wing. And it was a woman like her that helped guide me and prepare me for what was to come in my journey into Hollywood. She even had sexual like harassment cases. She told me what I needed to prepare. And
Yeah.
that's when she told me, you have to build elephant skin. If you don't have elephant skin, which is, in other words, tough skin,
Yeah.
going into the entertainment industry, you will be failing miserably. Like, you have to go in with that mentality saying, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it without having to lower my morals and expectations.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Exactly. It's in the long run, it does pay off to stick with your values because, again, you'll be able to go longer in whatever industry you're in,
Mm-hmm.
but you also feel good about it because you stayed grounded to who you were and why you were doing it.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
feel a lot of people go into the industry with the wrong intentions and the wrong way of, and like they're in it for the wrong reason. Like they want to be an
Yeah.
actor because they want to be famous. I'm like, yeah, but wanting to be famous is not going to be enough to drive you. Again, when hard times are going to be hard, and when I got into modeling, I was like, yeah, I want to be this person, but it was not enough to drive me through the hard times, and that's kind of why like I got out of it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what, okay, because you're super passionate about helping people, right? It's the same thing. Like, if you find what makes you happy every single morning, I ask myself that every single morning. Why do I want to wake up every morning? You know? And you kind of just think about it and you're like, what puts a smile on my face? And for me, I know it's like making other people like happy knowing that they went into their position um, with full integrity and knowing that they actually got their own mentors. And so if I can teach them the tools to do that, then that makes me really happy because I get so many messages saying, thank you, Andrea, so much for like introducing me to this person. And then they end up meeting other people. Same thing for you. Like, you know, you're helping people that like really want to be inspired by someone who's gone through the same exact path as you. And I think that's what should drive your passion,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
going into anything.
Knowing, doing it for the right reasons, going in it with heart, full on heart.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have you on the show, and it relates to what I did with Armand and Cal as well, right? Cal was building your tribe, and Armand was building relationships, and you it's kind of mentorship towards guiding you in the industry to make sure you stay on the right path. So having someone there for you is really important. If you try to do it on your own, and I really realize it now more than ever, you can't go far on your own. Like you just can't. Like me being here, I need a team, you know? So
Absolutely.
that's why I have a much greater appreciation for the work that you're doing. And that's why I wanted to ask you this question. So you see a lot of young people come into the industry wanting to be actors or modeling and everything. What would be an advice that you would give them? For example, someone that's like 16 to like 23. What is one advice that you can give them if they are to be confronted and about to have those offers come to them in all those conflicts? Like, what's the number one advice you would give them?
Oh gosh. I think one of the I think the most important thing that you can say to yourself, you know, when you're in that type of situation is, would I want to wake up tomorrow, or would I wake up tomorrow feeling okay with my decision? And if you can wake up the next day saying, I feel good about myself, then you made the right decision. But if you can't, then you know it's not a good decision, obviously. Um, but I can also say that, you know, throughout our lives, like going into any type of career, and I think this kind of falls into making an abrupt decision like this, is failure. Because you're constantly going to have ups and downs in your life, but it's a matter of whether or not you let those downs bring you down or you let those downs bring you up. So a lot of people make those decisions because of their past. And so never make decisions based off of your past. Just keep moving forward.
I like that perception. I like that perception, and I'll add something to that where it comes from your past, but I'll go the opposite way. So coming from the front end, don't let don't go in there with bad intentions and doing it for the wrong reasons. and always stay connected with your values, right? That's the biggest
Oh,
thing. Because
love it.
if you
Love it.
if you get out of that, then it's for sure a failure. You can recover to a certain extent depending on how far you go, but as
Yeah.
soon as you get out of your values, then you kind of like messed it all up. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
better to respect your values, and in the long run, you're gonna win. But
100%.
short run, it feels good. Like you got success, you got money. Like we talked about this. Like we could have a shit ton of money right now.
Oh
We could have success and be famous right now. But would it last? And would I feel good about it? 100% no. All right. Rather enjoy the journey and get to where I want to get, and be the right person to be living at that place.
yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And I think like so many people have the wrong mentality because they're just so concerned about what others think about them. And
Well,
then that kind of changes the whole dynamic too and the purpose for going after what they're really going after. Is it
yeah.
real? Is it not? So
Yeah. But let's be honest here. When you start acting or modeling, you're not the most confident person. You get to a
yeah.
casting and they're like, nope. And you're like, am I not good looking enough? Am I not good actor enough? And then, right, that's why you got to build that
No.
tough skin in the long run to be like, all right, I am who I am and
Yeah.
I love myself.
But you're always going to have people tell you no. I can't express how many times I've been told no, you can't do that, or no, you're not good enough.
Exactly.
I've
Yeah, a
had
lot.
that happen to me so many times. And so what? The reason that I'm here doing what I'm doing now is because I'm telling people it's okay to be told no. That's what makes you stronger. That's what prepares you for the next path because things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
I've always been a firm believer of that. There's a reason why you and I are sitting down here talking right now. There's a reason why you meet a person over at a coffee shop. They could be leading you to that next opportunity. So you can never, ever, ever say no was the reason why I chose that bad path, you know?
Exactly. You got to love yourself and be in alignment. Like once you're at that place and like you know it right now, but when you start you don't. But right now, being like a no doesn't matter because I like what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna stop because somebody said no because I love it too much. But if I like,
Exactly.
I'm in there for to be like again famous and like money is like the main thing why people want to start this. And then they get in there and they're like, no, oh well, fuck it, I'm just gonna quit. You know?
But then again, you've got people that actually like they do go down that path and they don't regret it. So I think that's something that's really interesting to me because I personally, like I had said before, like I wouldn't want to wake up every morning feeling that way, you know?
Exactly. That's why I wanted to make this interview so that people see this aspect. That's why I wanted to talk with you
Exactly.
so you could show that aspect to people because again, when you're at the start, you don't have the life experiences that we have right now in that industry, right? So for everybody watching
Exactly.
that's in the industry, that's starting, that's in the middle, that's been in there for a long time, I think there's a lot to learn just from this interview right now today. That you need to love yourself. If you love what you do, I know it doesn't matter. Going off track is not even an option when you love yourself and you love what you do. Yeah,
And everything takes time too. Time and patience. Nothing comes within minutes. You see all those one hit wonders or, all those people, they actually work really hard behind the scenes.
yeah,
Sometimes it takes them years to get to where they want to be.
yeah. But a lot of people will see like Chewbacca mom. I'll put her like on the spotlight right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
right? So they're like, ah,
Oh,
like I want that to be me. But the thing is, you can't sustain it, right? They get that attention. They're like, oh, how do I maintain that intention? I'm not. I was just laughing in my car. You can't maintain that. And everybody, I'm not hating on her. I'm just explaining the viral video concept. But if you're, for example, Prince EA, you watch his videos and he gets, every single video he makes is viral, but because he's able to back it up every single time.
yeah.
He
That
doesn't
is
lose a
true. I
spot.
was
He
just
doesn't lose the spotlight, right?
I was gonna say that Casey Neistat's he's just so genuine and just so real. And he even said in one of his videos recently, like you can't make things go viral. people. They
Yeah,
just do. It has
exactly.
to be generic.
To just stay real with yourself is going to be easier.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, Lucky. I'm really happy that we could have this interview, this combo.
And I'm happy that people will be able to listen to it and hopefully grab something.
Yeah.
So, you guys that are watching, if there's something that appealed to you, that you connected with, comment down below so that others can see it. Maybe they won't watch the whole interview, but if you comment and they get to read it, they'll be like, you know what, maybe this connects with me as well. And that's how you impact more people, by sharing your voice. And before I conclude the interview, where can people find you? Like Instagram, everything.
Oh, all right. Well, right now I have Network Smart up and running. So the website that you can reach me at is www.networksmart.co.
Awesome. And I think the audio like messed up when you were saying it, but everybody, all her links will be in the bio, will be the first links on top in the comment section. So you guys can go check her out there. Yeah, the audio messed up at one point. I didn't want to cut you. But everybody, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to click that like button, comment down below, and subscribe because more awesome videos are coming. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye, everyone.